Valmiki Ramayana, Balakanda, Sarga 4, Shloka 1. The venerable sage Valmiki composed the story of Ram, who had reigned his kingdom. He composed his complete life story expressed in beautiful and varied words and filled with meaning. Shloka 2. The sage composed 24,000 verses. He arranged them into 500 cantos, 6 books, and also the Uttarakhand. Shloka 3. Having composed it, including future events and the Uttarakhand, the exceedingly wise sage pondered who might be capable of reciting and presenting this work. Shloka 4. While that great sage, whose mind was purified, was reflecting in this way, Kush and Love, dressed as young ascetics, approached and respectfully grasped his feet. Shloka 5. Kush and Love were righteous, renowned princes. Valmiki saw that the two brothers who lived in the hermitage possessed excellent singing voices. Shloka 6. Seeing that the two were intelligent and thoroughly trained in the Vedas, the great sage taught it to them so that the teachings of the Vedas might be explained and reinforced. Shloka 7. He taught them the complete poetic work called the Ramayana, the great account of Sita's life, which the sage of steadfast vows had also entitled the slaying of the descendants of Pulastya, namely Ravan. Shloka 8. The poem was sweet both when recited and when sung, and was fitted to the three measures of musical time. It employed the seven musical modes, and was accompanied by a rhythm of stringed instruments. Shlok 9. It was filled with the sentiments of love, compassion, humor, fury, and terror, as well as heroism and other dramatic sentiments. The two boys sang this poem. Shloka 10. The two understood the principles of musical performance and were skilled in vocal registers and melodic modulations. The brothers possessed beautiful voices and appeared like two Gandharv in human form. Shloka 11. They possessed beauty and auspicious bodily marks and spoke in sweet voices. They seemed like two reflections emerging from an original image, like two other Rams formed from Ram's own body. Shloka 12. The two princes learned completely that excellent and righteous narrative. The faultless youths brought the entire poem under the command of their voices. That is, they memorized it fully. Shloka 13. In gathering of sages, twice born men and virtuous people, the two who understood its true meaning sang exactly as they had been instructed with complete concentration. Verse 14. Shloka 14. The two were noble minded, greatly blessed, and marked by every auspicious quality. One day they appeared before an assembly of spiritually purified sages. Shloka 15. Standing near the center of the gathering, the two sang this poem. Hearing it all, the sages' eyes filled and overwhelmed with tears. Shloka 16. Filled with extraordinary wonder, they said to the two boys, Excellent, excellent. All those sages devoted to righteousness became greatly delighted. Shloka 17. They praised the two praiseworthy singers, Kush and Love, as they performed. How wonderful is the sweetness of their singing, and specially of the verses. Shloka 18. Although these events happened long ago, they have been made to appear as though directly before our eyes. The two had entered fully into the emotions of the story and sang them beautifully. Shloka 19. Together they sang sweetly, with deep feeling and with a rich command of melody. Thus the two were praised by great sages distinguished for their austerities. Shloka 20. Encouraged by the praise, the two sang even more emotionally and sweetly. A certain delighted sage rose and gave them a water vessel.